Greetings, people. Welcome to Comic Book Talk with Friends, brought to you by the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel. How's everybody doing? Say hello to my partner in crime right here,
Son of a bitch
Mr.
just wanted to
Matt
get Daredevil on the
Murdoch.
screen before I could.
Yes, fuck yeah, and I'm so glad I did it, motherfucker. But I'm so glad that you guys are here with us tonight because we have a lot to indulge and talk about. So we are going to dive in with the usual span of MFers. Let's bring them all in. What's going on with you guys?
Two Daredevils. He only had one. Two Daredevils. Just
Don't
saying.
even matter. Don't even. Less is more.
Two Daredevils.
Less is more.
That's
How y'all
only
doing
people
tonight?
Who have less say that.
Yes, and I'll take that. How's everybody doing out there tonight? How's everybody? How's the panel doing, man? How y'all doing tonight?
Great.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. That's what it's all about. Vinny, what you do today, bro?
Knocking shit over.
Man, just got a bunch of work done. Then I started prepping some stuff together. Have a art show this weekend, so went and got some prints done up. So getting everything together for that, man. Busy, busy, busy. Juggling a lot. How about you, man? How's your day?
My day was pretty good today, man. It was some good happenings today. It was an easy peasy day, thank God. So yeah, I'm so glad that Monday's over with, and we can move on to the next day, and we can start the countdown. So you already know, I'm extremely happy about it. Butt naked, my man, buck naked, bro. What you do today, bro? How was your day?
Dude, today was just actually kind of a relaxing day. I just caught up on comics. Like I had this day kind of set aside because I didn't have a lot of client work. I've got shoots later this week, so early in the week I could just kind of chill. So it was mostly just reading comics today and just kind of enjoying that, just kind of calm. And then obviously, gearing up for tonight's show because we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Also got my ho beard oil in that I also recommended to you, Lael. Hopefully you made your order and you'll get it soon. Smells like Christmas in a bottle. Anybody who has a beard, you want to smell like a Christmas tree and cinnamon and hot chocolate and all that. The Bearded Bastard, man. Come sponsor us. Just saying.
Cinnamon and hot chocolate.
It's Christmas in a goddamn bottle, man. Like they melted Saint Nick's fat ass down and put it in this bottle, and that's what it is right there. Just saying.
You know what, Joe? How was your
pitch.
How was your day today, bro?
Good, man. Busy, a lot of work, and doing a little Christmas shopping, trying to get that all in, and then Hawkeye Ronin came in today, so it's a good day.
It's a good day. It's an amazing day today, man. That came in, and I hope you feel good about it, bro. Because I feel good that you actually have that figure. So, yes, it's definitely going to be a good day today. And yes, it's a great day that we actually have all of you out there in the chat. So I'm going to address everybody that's out there. Didn't it sound like I said undress? I'm not going to undress you motherfuckers. I'm just going to address you guys, okay? No undressing, okay? So we got my man Iron Mike Fiella in the building. We got Crumble Zone in the building. Thank you for coming through. Blood Zone, Kurt Donald's in the building. We got Bob Dylan, the sneaky Bob Dylan. Thank you for coming through. We got, let's see here, who else? Let's see here. We got Linda in the building. Thank you for coming through. Tobar's in the building. Thank you for being here. Lynch Design, who is actually on the panel and actually in the chat as well. Thank you for coming through. We have Blitz 0065 in the building. Thank you for coming through. Let's see here. We have Philip the Fool. We have, let's see here, Max Geekdom is in the building. Thank you for coming through as always. Ray C. Let's see, Kurt Donald's in the building. We have Efren Guzman in the building. Thank you for coming through, man. Love that. Vinny is also in the chat as well. He's definitely in the chat. As always, we have Malachi McBain. Malachi McBain sounds like a superhero's his alter ego, like his name, like his government name.
Oh, I thought it sounded like a super villain, dude.
Yeah, it's sort of like Malachi Bay, man. I like saying that name. Like it does. It just sounds pretty dope.
Like he sounds like he'd be like homies with Lex Luthor, like with that.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yep.
We got Airy Visions. I don't know, either that or Apocalypse. Let me see. Let's see who else we got in this building. Yeah, Takathri is here. Thank you for coming through. So man, we got quite a few people out here. We also got a $5 super chat from Bob Dylan. Thank you for that. He said Q4 butt naked. How do you decide how long smoke a brisket? Weight based, that is. You want to give him some
All right, here's the thing. So you don't just go by weight, because weight can actually mess you up. Like it'll give you like a ballpark, but that's it. Mm-hmm. What you want to do is you want to use either your own, like you can have like an external like thermopen, like a meat thermometer, a good one, or you can do, I use the meter, which actually it sticks in and leaves in during the whole cook, and it's wireless and Bluetooth, and it sends right to your phone so you know the temperature. You get your brisket to about 160, 165 internal. Then you pull it. Then you wrap it, double wrap it in either foil or butcher paper if you have it. Butcher paper will give you a better crust on the outside, but the foil will make it cook faster. So it's a trade-off.
The master.
Then you put it back on your smoker, and then you smoke it until you get to about 204 degrees. All right, and when you can put a probe in and it just slides in and out, boom, like that, that's when you know you're done. Then you pull it. But the thing is, once you get to that like 150, 160 mark, the collagen in it breaks down and it starts to slow the cook down. So you're going like up temperature like really fast, and then all of a sudden it feels like you hit a brick wall and like it's not increasing anymore. That's normal. It's gonna go for another several hours after that. So don't freak out about that. But it's gonna take a while once you get up to that 150 mark. Then it's gonna slow down.
Now is that MEATER?
There's no crying in barbecue. What the hell?
MEATER. Yeah,
it's a meter.
Meter. Yep.
Got it.
Brendan,
it's a wireless probe. You can just slide. You stick it right in. It can go for the whole cook.
Yeah.
It slides in and out, baby. In and out, just like that. Just in and out.
From
Some
how,
man.
Yeah, you started it. How you addressed the chat. This is a whole butt naked show, apparently.
Hey, man. The man paid $5. I feel like he deserves a good answer.
Yeah.
I didn't say, you know what, fuck it.
That's how it works, though. You want to get 165, then you double wrap it, and then goes back on the smoker, and then you want to get it to about 204. That's when it's going to start just pulling.
I'm imagining somebody tuning in right now going, what the fuck are they talking about?
Talking about fucking meat. We got Luminar in the building. Thank you for coming through tonight as well. We got Jenna Patrol who came through, my man Ryan. And we have another $5 super chat. Shout out to Whitman. He said, shout out to Lael for assist earlier today. Appreciate you, bro. Anytime, man. I'm glad I was able to help you out, bro. You know, that's what we're here for, is to kind of spread goodwill, help you out, and it is my month for it. Also, my man.
What did you help him out with? Was like foot lotion or something?
He wanted to know, motherfucker. He wanted to basically know where he can actually get 1/6 scale, Jordan 1s for his miles once that's released.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so shout out to you on that.
First of all, they gotta put miles out though. Jesus.
I know, right? And bro, we're gonna get Wednesday.
We'll do Wednesday. Yeah, we'll do that.
I need to get off StockX. I need to delete StockX off my phone. I need to get off StockX.
Bro.
I got a problem.
You know what? The thing is, when ones drop, it's like I know right off the back. I get a message, I know when to be there when ones drop. Now, here's the fucked up. Now, let me tell you though. Here's the fucked up part about this whole thing. I'm gonna tell everybody out in the chat too. Okay. So, Brendan, what size shoe do you wear, bro?
11.
Size 11, right? Joe, what size do you wear, bro?
10.5.
I'm with you between a 10 and a half, right? So check this out. Vinny's dumbass, this bastard, wears a size what? 4.5? What size shoe, bro?
4.5. 4.5.
4.5, 5. You know how cheap his fucking shoes are, bro?
Oh, dude.
Yep.
You can get kids Jordans.
Exactly. He saved so much money doing it, bro. So much money basically doing it. It's pathetic. Yep. Oh man, I can't with him.
Plus, they're probably easier to find in stock because kids don't have money.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
And there's usually
kids don't have that kind of money. Come on.
Jenna Patrol with the 5. What's your favorite foot lotion, Brendan? For $4.99, I expect.
I'm gonna just here we go.
So
you know,
the floor is yours.
Here's.
You got 10 minutes. You got it. He paid he paid $4.99 for you to talk about feet. So go ahead and do it, bro. As much as you hate feet, go ahead and talk about it. He paid his money. He paid $4.99. So go ahead and do it.
Here's what I'll do for you. And this is my way to skirt this, right?
Nope, you can't.
This works. If you have some hairy ass barking dogs, then you can use the beard oil that smells like Santa. Okay, it'll just smell like you kicked Santa Claus's ass. Like you just shoved your foot up his ass, okay? So it's festive, but manly and violent too, okay? If you don't have hairy ass feet, then I just recommend you go watch the movie Boomerang, okay? You go watch the movie Boomerang and you watch the scene where he pulls the sheet up and you see that there. And then you realize that if you've got fucked up feet like that, no amount of lotion is going to help. But refer to my first talk about the beard oil and then add that to Boomerang, and you have well over 10 minutes to get for your $4.99, Ryan. So there you go.
Well, you need a grinder for Christmas, then.
Ryan, do not answer or ask another question about feet. On this, you just had to do it, bro. Are you trying to punish me, bro? Is that what you're trying to do? Is that your aim tonight, man? Punishment? Come on, bro. Don't ask that question.
Also, you can't scare me with your questions. I take on all comers.
But you didn't give him 10 minutes worth.
I did too. I most certainly did.
You did.
I told in the couple of minutes that I just spoke there, plus referencing my initial talk about Bearded Bastard, ho ho ho. And the movie and that scene, that more than adds up to 10 minutes.
If not, somebody please to change the subject. Is that how we're doing this? Oh, my goodness. I apologize, everyone.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, but if you ask him that question, you already know. Come on.
Hawkeye spoilers plus feet. No, we're not going to do that. Here we go.
If you can braid your toe hair, then there's something wrong.
Oh, dude.
Here we go. Listen, we're just going on that note. We're just going to dive in. Effing Jetta. Effing. I'm not pulling that up. I'm not going to pull that one up.
Here are the rails, and here's where we are off.
I'm not even going to pull that one up. So we're going to jump in first to something that took us by surprise over the weekend, but it was an amazing surprise. And I mean, come on, man. I'm super happy about it. I mean,
Ryan's just still going.
Look what we got, bro. Look what we got. We got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse 2022 dropping. And this apparently is this is basically part 1 of this actual movie. You know what I mean? Of the series. So I'm extremely happy about it. We got some footage. Vinny didn't see it, but I saw it. It was simply amazing. I'm gonna tell people like this, and it may take people by surprise, and it may not. But I am simply more excited about this particular film than I am No Way Home. Honestly, I am. I am more excited about this film than I am No Way Home. I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but yes, I am extremely excited about this film. Vinny, what you think, bro?
The second we walked out of the theater, I was like, I need more. We wanted to just have them run it back. I mean, there was so much that came out that year, and it immediately put it in like best thing that I had seen that year, contention. So from jump, I was hoping that that wasn't going to be a one-off thing. And I don't think that Sony was prepared for how successful it'd be. It became an instant, phenomenon. So I felt like it was just a matter of time. Being animated, the turnaround date for a sequel is more unpredictable than a regular live action film. So I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when because of the the problems of how fast you get out an animated film at that level of quality. So I'm stoked. I wanted more from Jump, so I can't wait. There's so many every character that they tackle was done incredibly. So I can't wait for more.
Ryan.
Bastard, man. Joe.
Dude, this Into the Spider-Verse was my favorite Spider-Man film. And this is fire. I can't get enough of this. The animation style, it's just so slick. And I love Miles, and I love Miguel O'Hara. And the real question, Leo, is are we going to get a set of Jordans released with this film? And will I actually get a hold of them when they drop instead of buying them on the secondary market?
Vinny will.
Yeah, a size 5.
No problem. Thanks, Leo, by the way. Appreciate
it. Bro, that's a good question. I mean, because basically, like I said, here's the thing, because it's strange, because for those of you who basically have the video game version of Miles, he's not rocking J's in that. He's rocking Adidas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if it was just a simple fact that they didn't get the rights to do it, but of course Sony did, which is weird. But I mean, I'm guessing, I don't know, but they did it right. So it would be interesting, and if they go down that road, if Nike wanted to capitalize on that, which they definitely could, because I guarantee you, and I'm already telling you that the sales on those Jordan Classic OG ones went up when that film dropped. I'm telling you.
Well, Leo, so I don't know. I'd have to rewatch the teaser trailer. I don't know. I don't think there was a logo on the side, but Gwen in this was not wearing the like ballet slippers that she was wearing in the first movie. She was wearing blue Chucks.
She was.
Yeah.
Right?
She was.
And again, I don't know if they actually, if it was just meant to be like generic or if they actually had a logo on and we're going to say All-Stars or anything. But Converse is owned now by Nike.
Yeah.
So maybe.
That's that. You know what?
You're right.
You are damn right.
Which
so
I like that there's a
I
differentiation.
hate saying that. Why did I say that?
I know, yeah. I like it. It just, come on, it just rolls off the tongue. You know, it's like butter. But that would be a cool differentiation too if they make figures from the sequel or the next two movies, because she'll like to have her wearing Chucks instead of the slippers. That would be a cool differentiation. Also gives me hope for maybe what variations we could see of Miles in this next one too.
Definitely. And we got the Jedi Kid in the building, bro. There you go.
What's up, dude?
Hey, yo, Jedi Kid, check this out, brother.
What's going on?
No glitches. Got my internet fixed last week. What?
Hold on. Wait.
What?
Wait.
Say what?
Don't move.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you gonna pray, some bitch? Okay, we know how that goes. $5 super chat. Hold on, real quick. Let me just basically pull this out because we got a couple $5 super chats that actually came through. Real quick. Let me see here. It was one that was actually there. Did it disappear? Okay. There was that one, and there was another one that was here that I was trying to read off real quick.
One person just said in the house, "What's up?"
Yeah, we got the Gorilla Pimp 424420 said, "What up?" There was another one here. I don't know where it went, but man, like if the super chat was there, but I hate when they disappear. But again, thanks everybody who actually did put one through. I'll try to see if I can actually find it.
Gorilla Pimp comes through a lot though, bro.
Yo, he said,
"Can I repeat that, Joe?"
He said, "What did he say?" He said, "Can I borrow some of Vinny's J's for my incoming mod?"
Oh man.
putting cases on all you motherfuckers. Fuck y'all.
I love that. I'm open cases on all you.
I put y'all on Pelican Bay.
Well played. Well played. By the way, I also just want to point out that Jason and I, the only two with any kind of holiday spirit.
Holiday cheer.
Like, come on, guys. Like, especially Lael. Come on.
What? I know.
No love.
Come on.
I know. Look, I got all my stuff over there ready to put up, but we did everything upstairs. And down here, it just hasn't received the same amount of love. But trust me, on the next show, you'll see the love.
Shit. Somebody's collecting excuses now. Fuck hot.
Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, you got 1/6 scale hats, bro.
Yeah, boy.
I can't see because
where'd you get them some bitch from?
I can't see because he's got LaToya's comment covering your face.
Oh, there you go.
Amazon,
there you go.
Amazon.
Hold up. We'll bring you up. What you got?
Amazon. The 1/6 scale. You're gonna see it in a few days.
So you can get on Amazon and get them. All right, I'm gonna have to order them. I'm gonna order them after the show.
I've been wanting one to put
Yeah,
on
Amazon.
my...
They're what they are. They're I guess wine bottle tops.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But they're like they fit 1/6 scale figures. So
because I've been wanting one to put on my Mandarin, my Ben Kingsley from Iron Man 3.
Bro, Amazon $9.99, bro.
I want to put a Santa hat on him, and then I want to have Deadpool sit on his lap.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Definitely.
That'd be funny as hell.
Yes, it will be. But yeah. Oh, so speaking of which, now Vinny, we talked. I mean, we talked to Vinny. We talked to Joe. Moving on to Butt Naked. I don't know if we talked to you about the Spider-Verse, bro, but how did you feel when it? Because the thing is, this was. I mean, unless I didn't expect this to happen, I didn't expect it to come, especially over the weekend. They just dropped this shit out of nowhere.
It did.
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
It came completely out of nowhere. I didn't know. I was like, oh shit. Because first I was like, yo, this is probably just like a little, sneak peek or them just letting people know. No, they dropped like a full scene.
I thought maybe we would see a tease attached to No Way Home in the theaters, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we do. Maybe this was like the scene that they teased us with, and maybe we get an actual like trailer, before No Way Home, because Sony does like to give away the farm before,
Oh yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm excited about this. I'm on the same page with you, Leo, where if this and No Way Home were coming out on the same day, I'd go see this first.
Yeah.
And that's not disparaging against No Way Home, because I'm excited for that film.
Yeah.
But I also feel like they've given us so much of it already.
Yeah.
Like we know about all these characters, literally like a theater put up the listing for tickets and stuff for that, and they listed the cast, and they listed Tom Holland, and then Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. I saw
that was funny as hell.
Somebody's getting fired at that. Yeah, it's like we all knew it, but like somebody screwed up and actually listed it at a theater.
That was hilarious, bro.
But it's like now they put out this interview with and I didn't watch it, but with like Alfred Molina, Jamie Foxx, and Willem Dafoe, like all sitting together talking about the movie and stuff. So it's like they've just given us so much. Now, I have heard rumors, and I don't know how much of this is wishful thinking or how much of it comes out of any type of reality. But I have heard that they haven't been too worried about giving away those kind of things about, the expected other Spider kind of franchise appearances, because they're holding something big like possibly cameos of Patrick Stewart or Hugh Jackman or something like that as they bring all these multiverse kind of elements in. Now, I don't know how much credence to lend to that. It's an interesting idea, right? It's an exciting idea.
Bro.
That'd be cool, man.
We know that would be like a one-off kind of thing, because Hugh Jackman is past the point where he can play this character, regularly. So, and same thing for Patrick Stewart too. So I don't know. But I think the thing is, as much as I've loved the Spider-Man movies we've gotten with Tom Holland as of late, this is something that is just such a fresh, a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
They did something so awesome, and something that was just completely it was unique, and it was so fun. The animation style and the approach to storytelling, and the fact that we got. I think this just showed how rich a character Miles is and how much we want to see Miles at the forefront. Not to say that's sacrificing Peter, because if we're going the whole multiverse, path in the MCU, we can have Spider-Man movies with both of them leading their own films, right? It doesn't detract one from the other. So I think because of that, I think because Spider-Gwen is such a great character, and I think Haley Steinfeld, just like she does a great job with Kate Bishop, I think she's amazing voicing Gwen.
Yeah, she kills it.
Yeah. Having Oscar Isaac as, Miguel O'Hara. Yeah, I think there's just a lot more that is just exciting in that respect, that it's stuff that we haven't seen before or we've only seen glimpses of versus No Way Home, where it's like, the prospect of bringing together tons of things that we like, but we've already seen a fair amount of. So yeah, I'm on board with you. I'm excited for both, but if I had to pick the one that I could watch if they were on the same day, it'd be this one.
He said, "Can we ban Post Malone from soundtracks, though?"
That might be a controversy. That might be a hot take, but
that boy is funny, man.
So Jedi Kid, bro, what you think about us getting this sneak attack of this movie, bro? Not really knowing it was actually coming. There were no updates. I mean, but I was pleasantly surprised, but it was a great surprise, bro. How did you?
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to see that. I saw it this morning on my YouTube YouTube link. I was like, "Whoa, snap!" So I watched it, and I've noticed, like, okay, 3 years later, he's still listening to Sunflower. I love the song, but I mean, come on, it's 3 years later. But
I think it reminds him of Gwen.
Maybe.
He's a teenage boy, and
yeah. Well, he's in a dorm. He's in the dorm now. Any college now?
He is. But at the same time, that wasn't the dorm. That was actually his.
That was his home.
He was grounded at home. But I think what they're doing is they're picking up. Okay, so remember. During the end of the movie, we did basically see that same scene where he was listening to the song, and then Gwen was actually coming through the portal, and she was calling out to him. Now, again, that could have been visited 3 years later in the movie as well. So we don't know particularly when that was. So that it could be just picking off right where we left off with the last.
Right where we left off, because he looks older and everything.
He does.
Looks older.
So does
the hair's a little bit longer.
So does she. The way they've drawn her is like they've made these.
They killed Gwen.
Yeah, they killed Gwen. And the thing is, of course, they're going to release another version, because I think her costume is even slightly different.
Because she had sneakers on this time, like the ballerina shoes.
Yeah. She had sneakers on, but
see, that's dope. I can't wait to get mine, man. Mine is coming.
Bro,
so my second one just came in. This is my second one that I was, and I'm actually using like the colorful backdrop for this one. So I got two because I wanted one unmasked and one masked to go, and then same thing with Miles. And now I have two Gwens and no fucking Miles, except the PS5 one, which I love. But give me, come on, Hot Toys, what the hell?
Give me your Miles.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, everybody out in the chat, let me know what you basically think about it. Like, I'm super, super, super hype about it, and who knows what else we'll actually get with this film. We might even get a well, we know we're going to get a multiversal event in this film. But here's my prediction, though. And I'm just throwing this out here. That's not even a prediction, but this is what I want to see. And this is what I think I'm almost slightly sure is a possibility that we're going to see this character in this film. I want a live action Miles. I do. And if we see them, see him in No Way Home, if that's one of the secrets that they're hiding, Vinny goes to the movies with me, and I was telling my girl about this today. We were talking about it. I was like, if they show that, I'm buying a big-ass bucket of popcorn with mad butter, right? And if they show it, I'm throwing it on everybody. Everybody. Strategically throwing it on everybody.
Are you getting one to eat and then one to hold just to throw in the event that happens?
Yeah, okay. That's the plan.
I support that.
So she's going to hold the one that we're going to eat. I'm going to hold the one that I'm fucking people up with. If I see Miles on screen,
he's got to be
Miles
there.
on screen.
He's got to be around, because we saw his uncle in the first one. So
Vinny's going to probably do some backflips down the aisle in front of the screen, whatever.
Any ideas who they might cast for that, or do you think it would be a no name?
I don't know.
I think it's gonna be a no name, man. It's gonna be somebody that we don't even know.
Be a no name.
No name.
I mean, realistically, Tom Holland.
Nobody knew who Tom Holland was.
Knew who Tom Holland was before he. So
Yeah.
I like the idea of introducing that character with no extra baggage. It's a fresh face.
Yeah.
Just let them come in and crush it.
Yeah.
I also love the voice acting for both the movie and the PS5 video game. I think both actors are talented as hell and knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Yeah, they can definitely do that, man.
They kind of made 2099
The Ben Case, for what it's worth, Spider-Verse director said he's not in the movie. Okay, I get that.
He looks huge in the trailer. The 2099 Spider-Man.
Oh, Miguel.
He's like,
they made him kind of like Venom-like there.
Well, it depends on because the thing is, if you see from the art design, they're bouncing around in different multiverses where the art style is different.
Yeah.
So it could be that's what's happening
when they're going through.
Exactly, depending on where they go. So this is probably what you're seeing, and it'll probably be totally different. But I'm gonna tell you,
that'll be cool if like each time they go to a different universe, their art style changes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It actually changes the character, not just they're the same and they're looking at everything else is different.
Yeah,
they actually transform. I think that would open up the door for so many hot toys.
Yeah,
definitely.
That would be sick, dude. I know. See, Vinny's like, yeah, you guys go to Hot Toys every fucking time, but I'm telling you, that would be really damn cool.
Well,
if we do that, if they do
that,
right? But see, if we do that, then we make room from other characters like Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? For multiverse, different for him to come through different. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
I would love if there was a really cool like quarter scale statue or like maquette of something of the anime of the Spider-Verse where we get Gwen
the animated version,
animated styles where it's like quarter or third scale. Dude, I would buy the hell out of that.
Imagine a 1/4 scale Kingpin.
Man, I swear to God, I love how this shit is taking off,
dude. That would be like the equivalent of like a half scale in the middle of the hell.
Don't say that, buck naked.
Why not? Shoulder. Shit. I would go for it in a heartbeat.
So, all right. So another piece of news that, of course, I know a few people on this panel are extremely happy about was the simple fact that we got it confirmed by the man himself that this guy will basically be back in the cinematic universe, whether it's the television show or so he's going to be in the MCU. So
we'll you and I already knew.
Yeah.
Dude. We weren't like we'd hinted at it in previous streams. We said, look, he's gonna. We didn't hint at it. We said he's gonna be in there. We didn't say how we know because we weren't allowed to. And we're still not.
Yeah.
You couldn't not have Daredevil, man.
We knew that Charlie Cox was back.
I hate the timing. I hate the timing. So fucking stupid.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, all right. So it basically is like a spoiler for No Way Home. Like, there's not already enough spoilers. Why even address it until?
Oh, you're not saying the timing of bringing him back. You're saying the timing of Kevin Feige making that statement.
Announcing it.
Well, we already knew. We already seen the stills.
No. From what? From this? They have him in the trailer?
No, they leaked pictures from the set with him on the set with Tom Holland.
Okay,
so we already knew it.
But not everybody. Yeah.
Not everybody knew though. Vinny didn't know.
Not a lot of people even trusted those. Not a lot of people thought those photos were real too. So it's like there's.
I forgot that you don't watch the trailers, man. But yeah, that's not even the trailer. It's just like a leak.
But Feige addressing it makes it like, all right, now it's definitely, you know what I mean? Like
that almost lends credence to the idea that there are some other out there kind of like maybe X-Men type cameos or something. Because the truth be told, and look, I love the fact that we're getting Daredevil, that we're getting Charlie Cox, okay? But if they've given away all the, and like they've only not confirmed officially, even though we already know it, Toby and Andrew Garfield, right?
Right.
If there's no other big reveal beyond those characters, then it's like you just gave it all away, like everything. Wow.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they've given everything away. It's so foolish to me. It's just
they got to bring Punisher back too now, man.
I mean, I like the tease that they gave us in Hawkeye episode 3. We knew whose hand that was for the uncle. We knew that chuckle. We knew his voice. Grogu shows up everywhere.
Yo, Jennifer Patrol, bro. That dude, bro.
We knew that, but barring any other inside information, even if people picked up on the Kingpin reference in episode 3, which we'll get to in a bit, you still didn't know that still could have been the very first step in a long play. We would think, we might not still see Daredevil for like another year or so, but we know it's now more like a matter of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
Change the suit too much, bro.
I think here's the thing. I think that announcement, Vinny, to be quite honest, that announcement yesterday, or how it came out, that was damage control. Number one, because of the leaks. Number two, he just wanted to get it ahead of the curve. But then at the same time, they're making these announcements because, and I was talking about this the other day, they want, honestly, right now, they want the focus to be on, on Matt Murdock. They want the focus to basically be on both Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. They want the focus to be on that because, like I said, there's a bigger play in hand here. There's something else that they don't want us to know about.
Otherwise, they gave away the farm.
Exactly. They've given away so much. And then on top of that, like I said, this was mentioned over about a year ago, about a year and a half ago. This was mentioned that Kevin Feige had already said that this was his best version of Daredevil, and Daredevil was a character near and dear to his heart, and he liked the way it was basically played. So of course he wanted to bring the actor in and have him in the fold in some way, shape, or form. And I think they already knew how they were preparing to do so. So it's but I agree though that yes, it is bad timing. Consider the simple fact that you have this film about to drop next week, and you're already in. On top of that, you have Hawkeye that was just released. So now you're basically telling everybody that there's a high possibility. There's a high possibility that Kingpin is, a part of.
It's gotta be. Yeah.
And there can't be any misdirects now. You can't misdirect that shit now. You most definitely cannot do that. Don't play that.
You think they bring your Punisher?
Easily could have said, wait till next week and you'll find out.
That's true. Yeah. But now it's a gateway for Punisher, man. They gotta bring him in.
I hope so.
Mike Fala, there was an official Hot Toys Daredevil. It's this guy right here. They did do the official, the red suit from the show.
Yeah, I love that figure, man.
And he also came with, so it's from season 2, and he also came with the cracked mask that the Punisher shot him, and it's the black front there, and it's cracked. So that they did make that, and then this is the So Toys black suit from season 1. So
the first suit,
licensed. But yeah, they did make it. Although I mean, I would imagine that we would get another Daredevil if it's a different enough suit. And I mean, realistically, it's rare that Marvel doesn't tinker with the suit from one film or TV show to the next. So my guess is there will be, and he could be one of a laundry list of figures that come out of this this movie. So
there's big rumors about the yellow and red suit.
Yeah, he has a lot of suit designs. They could do a lot with his suit.
Dude, so many. I mean, I'm like the biggest Daredevil fan. There's the black and yellow suit, the yellow Shadowlands, black with the red.
Oh
with the stripes.
Yeah.
Also, and I know this isn't going to happen unless somehow they bring it into the comics. I don't see them doing it. I mean, into the MCU. But right now, we just led into, starting on Wednesday, motherfuckers, Devil's Reign in Marvel Comics. That's Wednesday, issue 1 drops. But they have Elektra also as Daredevil in the current run. And she's got her own Daredevil costume that is badass. So something like that would also be sick. There's tons of artistic potential with Daredevil as a character. And I just can't wait to see what we get out of that.
Definitely. So, I mean, I'm again, super duper hype about it. Joe, how did you feel when, pretty much you got the news, man?
Well, since the leaks happened, right, I kind of already had a good idea that this was definitely happening. It was just, for me, I can understand Vinny's point of view that the timing sucks because the film is just so close, right?
1 week.
It's just right around the corner, I I could see his point of view. But
Yeah.
then on the other side of it, I'm like, yes, confirmation. because you know, I love the Netflix series. Like, I thought they nailed it, and John Bernthal's Punisher was sick. So I was excited, you know, to finally get confirmation, official confirmation that this ambiguously that this is definitely happening.
Yeah. I was super duper excited. But at the same time, I mean, my excitement was kind of tame because it wasn't something that I didn't already know. You know what I mean? To be quite honest, we saw it coming. They had already released or some iteration of information a while back, so we knew it was coming. Now, my question is, I mean, come on, man. If you're going to basically bring him back, you might as well bring Michael Coulter back because I can't see anybody else basically playing.
No, he's Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. I can't see anybody else playing. They have to bring him back. And I know people don't basically like Jessica Jones, but I loved Jessica Jones.
Me too.
I did. I loved the show, even though they won't. But I don't think he's going to bring them back. I think Daredevil was his primary focus because that's where he's at. So I don't know. We can see basically how it goes.
Mike Coulter and stuff, then that means that if they do bring back Iron Fist, it's Finn Jones.
I hope
they ain't bringing him back.
I hope not.
But that's what I'm saying. They're not gonna do Charlie Cox and then Mike Coulter and stuff, and then not.
I'd be okay with it.
I'd be okay if they leave him out.
Everybody but Finn.
Yeah, I'd be okay if they omited him and just brought back Mike Coulter and Misty Knight.
I'd rather have Jessica before they bring back Iron Fist. And you know how I feel about that show.
I'll take Misty Knight over all of them.
Everybody hates Finn.
Yeah, Misty Knight was
awesome.
Yeah.
And bring Rosario in. Bring Rosario.
Oh, yeah.
And this
Night
suit,
Nurse, baby.
Night Nurse.
This suit is perfect. I hope they don't change it, bro. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't change too
Well, they
much about
definitely
this
will because it'll be a new suit of some kind. There'll be differences there. As far as how
never happened.
I don't think it's going to be drastic, but there will be differences. Kevin Feige is not going to bring it in and not add because Kevin Feige did not get along with the TV side of the business that was run by Jeff Loeb back in the day. Yeah. So even though he really likes Charlie Cox and what they did on Netflix, he's not going to bring those in without putting his own element or just like the MCU's element into it. So I don't see this design coming in 1-to-1. It's going to be modified, and maybe not drastically, but in some respects it's going to be modified, which I think bodes well for us because I think that's more likely that we'll get a hot toy.
Yeah.
Even with the eyes, bro. Just the eyes and everything looks so menacing.
All around, It's such a cool
design. So sick, bro.
He said everybody hates Finn. Coming to Disney 2020. That's funny.
Everybody hates Finn.
Now, Lael, though. So you and I were in the same boat because we knew that Charlie Cox was coming. All right. I think you and I were. That was a weird sentence. I'm sorry. We knew that Charlie Cox was going to be in the movie. But now, what did you? I felt like I got more, even though I'm a diehard Daredevil fan, I got more excited seeing that hand in episode 3 and hearing D'Onofrio's chuckle because that made it more real. Like, okay, Kingpin is coming too, and he's soon. Yeah. Like, we know that he's going to be in there soon. Yeah. So I got a little bit more charged.
Here's my thing, though. I'm excited, but then again, I'm also scared. I'm afraid for the simple fact that what we got on Netflix was a masterpiece. It was a masterclass on how Kingpin should be done.
And they haven't done any
lightning in a bottle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not going to see that same iteration with the MCU. We're not. It's going to be tamed. It's going to be really tamed.
Down where
if they take it from Netflix to
to get that. I just don't see Kingpin bashing anyone's head in the car door on Disney Plus.
Nah, it won't be as gritty as Netflix, man.
I agree, but then again, they are doing an R-rated Deadpool. So
maybe those go.
I think possibly.
They said that the third Deadpool is going to be R-rated.
No. I'm saying it might be possible that then we'll get
We haven't seen Disney and Marvel outside of like Fox and Sony attempt to do that yet. So we don't know. We got to see how, give them a shot at doing that and see if they're gun shy and if they it's technically R-rated, but it's kind of half-assed, or if embrace it and really go for it. We don't know yet. I'm hopeful though. I got my fingers crossed.
They keep that same grit, it'll be perfect, bro.
Yeah,
the show was amazing.
If they do something rated R like a Deadpool, it's going to be distinctly separate from their usual run-of-the-mill stuff.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Whereas Kingpin or Punisher is like, how many different shows are they going to like say this is over here, Marvel Knight style, where it's allowed to be more mature? Whereas if he's in the mix in shows like Hawkeye or Echo, whatever else, I don't see them just like coming in and out of that grittiness and darkness and brutality on their regular shows. They'd have to like go out of their way to give them a separate vehicle, so it won't be so organic.
I agree, but that also, you look at, there are tons of Daredevil stories throughout the comics over the years that they can tell without it needing to be hard R gritty kind of.
It doesn't all have to be gritty and violent. It's just that's when Daredevil was at his best.
Yeah. I mean, you look at. I mean, I was shocked. Even in Captain America: Winter Soldier. I mean, not Winter Soldier, but Falcon and Winter Soldier. How they even let go. They even had Battlestar get killed the way he did. They let I call him the fake Captain America, but the way he killed the guy in the street, I was shocked at those scenes that they let go. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they'll let Daredevil slide with some of the grit from Netflix. I'm hoping, because if they change it and make him soft, it's going to change the whole. You know what I'm saying? It'll change the whole character to me.
And I think Moon Knight will give us a good gauge. I think.
That's what I'm waiting for. Daredevil and Moon Knight together.
Moon Knight, I think Moon Knight will let us know where we are.
Not only the violence, right? We'll have to see. Can Disney Plus do a show where it's not funny, where there's no jokes? Like Daredevil wasn't funny. There's no comic relief. Even Foggy is like there
were some ha-has. There were some ha-has.
Exactly. There was a very, very small amount. It was just a touch. But that is going to be Marvel Studios like really trying not to be their typical type of formula in order to do those types of shows. I think Moon Knight is definitely going to be a good litmus test to see.
For sure.
It'll be the catalyst. To
see if they can do the Netflix style shows. I really would love to see them try a whole different like Marvel Knights type of showcase where they do a Daredevil, like Moon Knight, Kingpin, Echo, like those shows, and just tag it, like put on that TV 14 or whatever you have to do, and then to say, look, we have a Groot show coming out for like your toddler. Well, we have a Moon Knight and a Daredevil show coming out for your 14 and ups. I hope that they're smart enough to do that.
I mean, eventually they have to.
Unless they can actually put it on Hulu, plain and simple.
They could.
Well, they said, I think Deadpool will be on Hulu eventually when it's streaming. I don't think it's going to be on Disney Plus, but that's the idea. It's same thing with like Logan, right? And that's the idea, though, is that there are certain characters that if they ever want to have them on screen, they have to go that route. You can't bring, like, after what we got with John Bernthal, you can't do another Punisher movie with the likes of like Thomas Jane, like that style.
No,
you cannot do it. You have to do those characters justice, and there are certain ones that if they want to use, they have to do that route.
Because you can't have a character like Moon Knight and put a cap on him, man. His violence in the comics is like no other. So to let me put a cap on him,
right there.
Movies we got Logan. It was like, that's how it should have been the whole.
That's how it should have been the whole time, right?
Yeah.
You're 100% right, Luminara. Turk is such a great character and a through line throughout all of the shows.
So what I want to do really quick, I mean, because I'm just excited about everybody else, but I want to move on to the simple fact that we got some more footage from Morbius, over the weekend. And I actually like Vinny. You didn't see it, but I like the footage. I'm not even going to go into it in too much detail because I want Vinny to basically see it. But it was decent. Like the footage that we actually saw was a more gritty. It was a gritty Morbius. The scene was incredible. I loved it, and again, it just confirms to me that this movie is going to be a sleeper for a lot of people, bro. Like it is. And I love the simple fact that they are going this route with this character. And I just love the simple fact that, he's finally getting his due. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and of course, we already know. I wouldn't be surprised. Look, there's no way you're going to tell me that this won't be filtered into Blade. You know what I mean? That Blade was not going to actually have. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. So, but I think, again, we're going to get, quality. But the reason why I wanted to kind of like, touch on that, really quick was because it's like everybody is they're still, I'm hearing like everything else, but I want to see how like they're going to actually play out, how this is going to basically tie together. Because again, we're going to see Morbius pretty much after No Way Home. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering how they're going to tie this in with this film. You know what I mean? Like this particular scene, how this is going to make sense. How they're going to actually make it make sense. So that's definitely what I'm waiting. Jedi K, what were you going to say?
Now, I can't wait for this movie, first of all, because I've been wanting Morbius since Wesley Snipes' Blade. Yeah. But do you know, okay, there is a scene that was cut at the end of the first Blade where Wesley Snipes is out getting ready to leave, and the doctor that was with him, the girl, whatever, is getting ready to leave, whatever, and she tells him, oh, well, somebody's waiting for you. And Morbius was up on a building, and he saw Blade, and he took off running.
Oh, for real?
You can look it up on YouTube. It was a scene that was cut. So I've been waiting for Morbius since I found out about that scene, like a year or so ago, whatever. Find it on YouTube, whatever. But this Morbius, I cannot wait to see just the way that they've done the character. I think they're going really close to the comic with this one too. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see how this turns out. I've been waiting since Blade, man. Since Blade 1. I've been waiting to see him, man. Fighting Blade at some point. Oh my God, dealing with Spider-Man at some point. I can't wait, bro.
I do. I definitely can't wait.
Yeah.
Vinny, what you think about it, bro? I mean, you haven't seen anything yet, but are you?
From it, but I like Leto. I like Morbius' character.
Yeah, Leto.
I like the freedom for them to do a film outside of the MCU or the like being a Spider-Man villain in a Spider-Man movie. I like the freedom for them to explore that character on its own. Yeah. They mucked it up with Venom, but I feel like they did some good things with that film visually. So I'm hoping visually this is impressive, and I'm hoping that it's not funny.
Yeah.
I don't want any jokes. Like Morbius isn't funny. It is not funny about him. Hopefully it's an avenue for them to make a darker. I
think you're going to be disappointed, Vinny, because there are already a couple jokes in that first trailer.
I'm not surprised to hear that.
You got Tyrese in the damn film, bro. It's going to be some jokes, but I mean, again, you actually know because he did seem serious, but there will be probably a few jokes. We'll see. But I think it's going to probably be it'll probably be minimal. Joe, what did you basically think about this when you saw it, bro?
So every time I see footage from this, I get more and more excited.
Yeah.
And I really do believe that this is going to be a sleeper hit. And I am hopeful that Sony doesn't screw this up, because there's so much that I've seen that I liked. And the only thing that I'll say, Vinny, is that his movement
crazy.
Is badass, dude. It's so sick.
Bro, crazy.
They're good at the visuals, man. Like Venom looks amazing. You know what I mean? It's just
and this particular scene was really gritty.
Yeah.
And I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Wait, I'm not, like I said, we're not going to talk about it, Vinny, but when you see it,
Vinny, if you love the comics, dude, you're going to love the way this guy moves on film, man. It's crazy, bro.
It's different. It's different from what we've actually seen, like in any. It's different, but it's dope. I really did love it. Real quick, butt naked. What did you think about it, bro? I'm just gonna stop calling you butt naked, but
I haven't even seen the new trailer or the new footage. To be honest,
you must have been working this morning.
Honestly, I'm more excited about Insomniac adding the integrated and the black and gold suits to the PS5, PS4 games than I am about this movie.
Yeah, I got you. There's my baby girl, Skylar. She made it. So hey, baby.
What up,
That's my daughter, so she's in the building. You know, so I'm happy that she's always here. She always stops through, so thanks for that. But yeah, I mean, it'd be exciting to actually see this. I definitely can't wait just to see the film. I just look. I love that we're getting comic book iterations of films that we've loved for so long. But I know why everybody's here. I know what we came to talk about tonight, and you know, I came to talk about it because pretty much I was excited, you know, once we got it. So I'm just going to jump right into this scene right here. This scene right here was brilliant. This scene right here was something that I didn't expect to basically see. But before we even talk about it, let's talk about the simple fact that the intro of this episode was so emotionally driven. Like literally, it was emotionally driven. Her communication with her father, you know, it was so touching, bro. Like just to see that scene, her development, her growth, like just how intelligent she was, even in class. You know, despite the simple fact that she was deaf and, you know, couldn't talk. You know what I mean? It just showed. It was. I think it was. But this episode out of all three was hands down my favorite episode. By far my favorite episode. And then when this scene hit, it was completely bonkers. Vinny, what did you think about it when basically, because I know like you put something up and we had all talked about it. But what did you feel about it, bro?
That first, I don't know, 30 minutes of the whole damn show was just my jaw was on the floor the whole time. The opening sequence with her, you know, basically developing her powers and the heartstrings that was pulled with her dealing with her disability and her interaction with her father. I was tearing up the whole time. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna front. It was amazing. It was just so well done. And then, of course, like we all know what we want to see, but we all know, you know, were we gonna see it? What were they gonna do about it? And when they had like the way this show started off, it made it seem like they were going to go another way and not mention Mr. Fisk here. And then they brought it back and they had him in it. And I was watching the show with my girl and I got up and I was pacing around. I was so excited I couldn't even sit down no more. She was like, what is it? Who is it? Who is it? And she didn't understand. Like it didn't click right away. And I was like, me to tell you? And she don't care about spoilers like I do. Then when I explained it to her, she loves Daredevil. So when I explained it to her, she was like, no fucking way. They're going to bring him back? And I was like, bring him back. And, I mean, man, we all wanted it, but to see them do it this like early in the season, even just the tease, it was enough. And then that whole, like I said, that whole 30 minutes, this was like by far and away the best episode of the season and one of the best episodes from all the Disney Plus shows that we've got so far. It was phenomenal, well written, and the beauty of it is this is all from a character that no one has seen on screen yet, and a lot of people don't know. So this is incredibly well written, incredibly well delivered. This is what we are talking about when people bitch about checking off those boxes. Here you have a completely new character with disability, a different race, female, like all these different things. And at no time does it feel like, oh, this is just to pander to this group or whatever. It's just simply well told and brilliant.
That was it. Real quick, we got a $5 super chat for Bob Dylan. If you had to cook for Kingpin, what cut would you pick? Bone and ribeye, prime rib, or porterhouse? Question for the whole panel. Because I don't eat meat. I can't really answer that question. So
bone and ribeye.
You said bone and ribeye.
Bone and ribeye.
What you say, Joe?
Same thing. I love ribeye.
Bone and ribeye.
Better taste. Bone and
Bucky
ribeye.
Naked. What you say, bro?
You didn't list the right one. Tomahawk steak.
Tomahawk steak. Okay.
Oh, he went for the gusto.
Tomahawk steak.
Oh yeah.
Vinny, what you say, bro?
I don't know. I think he eats people.
He most definitely eats people, bro.
32 ounce tomahawk steak.
But okay, Joe. Again, we saw this scene, and I had to say, The little girl was so cute, bro.
Yeah.
She adorable, was adorable, bro. Like that whole scene was so adorable, and it was well done.
But
she
you know what? It's like you see her determination in her face to still learn, and try to read her teacher's lips and looking at the kids, following the kids in his class, and then her talks with her dad. Oh my god, dude! Like
that's so good.
That's how I am with my baby, yo. My baby girl is like, we are like freaking frack. So and then I have her in martial arts as a green belt in Taekwondo. Like, you know, awesome. It's like I try to do what I can to better her life. And I pass down stories from my family. I have her read and I have her doing all kinds of stuff, you know, since he was little. So to see that connection, telling her story, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like me and my baby. I'm about to oh man, where's the Kleenex?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, what a emotional scene watching her develop from this little cute little baby girl into her first karate fight with the bigger kid, and she went at him, bro. She wasn't even scared. She followed him. That echo and power, or that taskmaster type skill. She followed all what he did in the last fight, and she kicked his ass with it. I was like, what the?
Yeah,
this is awesome. That whole scene was beautiful, man.
So Joe, when you basically saw it, bro, what was your first impression, man?
Dude, so there's so many key little things that got to me from the jump, right? So like the emotional connection that you felt between her and her father was real. You really believe that, right?
Yeah.
And it reminded me of the mother-son relationship in Dune. You looked at that and you went, oh, damn, that was real. So in this, when they're talking on the bed and they're talking about the dragon and talking about traveling between two worlds, and he goes, you got to be smart. You're smart. You're going to travel between both worlds. And that connection. So when we lost him, I actually felt something.
Yeah.
You know, because of that short period of time that we had, that character building was so good that when he passed, like it was a real emotional connection.
Yeah.
And then of course the icing on the cake, right, is Kingpin showing up and the little tease there and his laugh. You know, and they nailed it. And you're just like, like Vinny, I got up out of my seat and I'm like, yes.
This is what I wanted to see.
And that blew me away, man.
And then there's one more scene that really got to me is the scene where Kate is doing the translation for Clint when his son called.
Oh, yeah.
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 And that almost made me tear up. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah. Like they are hitting.
They was pulling on the heartstrings with this one, bro.
Yeah, and I don't even have to mention the car chase scene, which was amazing, right?
Yeah.
So everything even leading up to the car chase scene.
This episode, I can't understand. I watched the reviews, and I'm like a 7, a 6, like mediocre reviews, and I'm like, are you guys crazy? Like
I don't even look at those.
I don't understand people, man.
This is fire. Like this,
I don't understand.
It's hitting all the notes, and the pacing is just on point. Everything is on point and falling into place. And the only thing for me is, I'm sad there's only 3 more episodes of this show.
It's tough.
Yeah.
You know, because
they got to show Kingpin this week.
Yeah, they definitely got to show King. And the thing is, you know, to be quite honest, bro, the most impressive thing about this, before we get to Butt Naked, the most impressive thing about this is Aliqua Cox's first film. This is her first acting debut, bro.
First one.
She's
the
killing
very
it.
first one. And
she's
basically
Native American. She's actually deaf, and she is an amputee, which the character of Echo isn't. But they worked that in because they wanted that authentic Native American and somebody who's actually deaf to play this role. And man, it was such a brilliant move.
Yeah,
she killed it.
Jeremy both learned ASL, the basic ASL, to communicate with her, to welcome her on set.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Jeremy Renner, both of them actually learned some basic ASL to be able to like communicate better with her on set.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And she's killing it. And on top of that, like really, what you're seeing on camera, it's not fake. She really does have a prosthetic leg. Like that's real. That's basically real. So that's not film effect. And she's killing it. And I love that they're doing that.
Barbara Gordon. So cool, man.
Yep.
I love that they're basically bringing these people in with, I don't even call them. I call them like, what, how do you want to, you want to label it? How do you say it? What's the word for it? They're bringing in amputees. They're bringing in individuals who, that are dealing with, life issues and handicaps. And, but the thing is, when you look at them, you don't even see, there's no handicap. There's no such thing as it when you see them. So that is definitely brilliant.
She
was kicking ass
straight up. She goes, "You'd be better off without that hearing aid."
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And that was so brilliant. That was brilliantly done. Butt naked, bro. Like I said, because we talked about it. I messaged you first this time, and you was like you was about to message me about the same time. But what did you think, bro?
This might be my favorite episode of a Marvel series so far. So often in movies and television, in whether it's comic book related or another genre, we get a relationship between like a father and son, or father and daughter, or mother and whatever, parent and child, and then the parent dies, and we're supposed to like get that relationship. I can't remember anything that has done it better than this, where you felt that bond between the father and Echo, which is critical to her story and her character in the comics. It really is. And so that's always a point where you're like, are they going to sell that enough so people really understand how important this is? And it was so well done with so little dialogue. Right. And it was just the feeling, the cinematography, and the sound design, and the actual absence of sound in key moments that really made you focus in on the emotion that you saw on this kid's face. This child is an amazing actress who played a young Echo. Absolutely phenomenal. It was an emotional sequence to open that episode, and then it gets balanced at the other end by Kate and Hawkeye and his conversation with his son on the phone.
Oh man!
And the emotion that you see in Jeremy Renner's face, man. If anybody had any questions as to how good an actor that man is, those tears, man, like the emotion in his face in that
was
scene
real, bro.
Was amazing, and it also mirrored. It gave us a relationship between Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. In a very similar way to
Black Widow,
to Echo and her father at the beginning. She felt like she was thinking about her father and the loving relationship that she had before he died at the beginning of the first episode. And she was seeing that father figure in Hawkeye, not just the guy who inspired her to be a hero on that day in the Battle of New York, but now she's seeing the father that she's been missing for the last however many years. And so there's so many emotional elements to that. It was such a beautifully acted scene that people who don't give the comic book genre and people who don't give comic book films and TV enough credit, because they just think, oh, it's just superheroes and explosions. They don't realize the heart behind these stories. And this was a perfect example of it. And Jeremy Renner and the rest of the cast absolutely crushed this whole thing. So for me, it was a home run, top to bottom. I thought the emotional moments hit so perfectly. And the pacing and the alternating between those and the fun action bits, the fights, the car chase, which lived up to. We were fearful that we saw the best parts of that car chase in the trailers. We did not.
Right? Yeah, definitely.
The Pym particle arrow, the USB, everything about it was just so fun, so well done, so faithful to the source material, and let these actors and characters shine to the point where I genuinely think this might be my favorite favorite episode of content that Marvel has made so far on Disney Plus.
Yeah, and then they satisfied all the complaints. They satisfied the complaints that people were talking about. It was too much Kate Bishop in the first 2 episodes. They satisfied. Hawkeye, Clint got busy. Clint got busy in this episode, and I was so happy to see it.
Something that people have to remember too is that yes, technically these are TV shows, but these are basically like 4 to 6 hour movies. And we go into a film and we see it from start to finish and then make our judgment based on the entirety, right? And you almost kind of have to do that with these shows. It's like you're not going to get everything that you really want in one individual episode and think that like and be able to judge it entirely as its own episode the way you would with another show, because they're laying the groundwork in that for what's going to pay off 45 an hour and 10 minutes later on that you just don't know about, and technically it's in a different episode, but it's still part of that same story. And they're not thinking about this in terms of episodic storytelling the way a TV network does. So you have to kind of remember that when you're watching these episodes. But ultimately, it was a home run for me. The action I absolutely loved. I think that this show was just perfectly cast. I think we're going to get some great stuff coming up with the Swordsman. We also, Yelena is going to be in the next episode. Normally, I don't go off everything, but IMDb even has her listed as 3 episodes this season. And
Yelena?
And there are only 3 left.
Oh,
so I feel like she's about to show up. My one thing, and I'll give you guys the floor. I do want to acknowledge, I can't remember who said it in the previous show that we did. Someone did mention, what if they make Ronan the killer of her father? And I said that was an interesting idea, but I didn't think they were going to do it, because that's taking away such a powerful element of her tie-in with Daredevil and that story. We knew that Charlie Cox was going to be. Now, it's entirely possible. It looked, for all intents and purposes, that they did in fact switch it to Hawkeye. Now, my one caveat is saying that could be a misdirect.
It could be still the same thing. Where
it could be a misdirect. Where because remember, Kingpin had Bullseye play Daredevil in
it's a period of time where no one knew where he was. And there's a period of time where no one knew where that suit was.
It could be the Swordsman. It could be the Swordsman.
That Kingpin had somebody else in the Ronin costume and used him.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
No, I don't know. I'm not saying that's entirely accurate. I could have been dead wrong, and they might actually be going. So I want to give credit to whoever brought that up last week. It's a possibility that I admit. I think it could still be a misdirect, but at this point, it's 50-50, and we'll just have to wait and see.
It's a swap out. It's basically just a swap out. It's just how it was in the books when Echo was basically the Echo was Ronin. You know what I mean? It was basically a swap. The characters were basically people believed, and Clint was looked at strangely enough, because they believed that it was still, but it is in fact Echo. So a lot could be changed.
I love that Easter egg when her dad died and he touched her face and he left.
And you saw the print. That was so
good.
And I was just like, dude. And then just the diner scene and them sitting on the subway and the way that they communicate, him and Kate, really good.
It was. But bro, like when I say I was so happy to see Jeremy Renner, I was so happy to see Clint Barton get busy. I was so happy to see him get busy.
That KB toy store, he lit that toy store up. He kicking ass.
Bro, he tore it up, and then
down, man.
Icing on the cake was to know that basically he got a bow from Hank Pym, bro. That's
the Hank Pym particle bow.
Bro, that was incredible. Like the scene was, and it was impeccable. I loved it. I loved everything about it. But what I want to talk about here is the simple fact that we can't now. Disney has already basically showed their cards. There can't be a misdirect. And what I want to ask, I'm gonna ask you, Vinny, first. What do you think now that we basically got what is perceived to be an Easter egg, and we believe that her uncle is none other than Kingpin himself? Do you think that they're showing their hands too soon, or do you think there's something bigger going on at play that we don't know about?
Well, I'm not sure if we'll get a full Kingpin reveal in this season. However, if we do, I feel like this is the selling point for why you would tune into her show, because you'll get to see Kingpin as well. Yeah. So I feel like it's not quite too soon, because there'll probably be a lot going on with Hawkeye at the end of these past, the last 2 episodes or so. So I feel like instead of waiting until then and just doing all this stuff all at the end, this is a great teaser that just gives us a little bit and gives you a reason to go and watch her show. And it keeps the fans who might bitch about them changing the story happy, because when we seen Ronan killing her father, it was like, oh, they're changing it up, okay. And then we seen Kingpin, and it was like, the misdirect story, okay, cool, they're keeping it, they're just swapping. Then that just like that, they knew what they were doing with that move. That was to keep the fans who are probably, this is a niche show. The fans are gonna drive this, and I feel like that was to keep them happy and to be like, no, this is good. Wait. Yeah. As opposed to bitching and not giving it a chance to run its course. So I feel like putting him in there was perfect move to keep everybody like, okay, we all know where they're going with this. They might tweak it along the way, but this is going to have an amazing payoff, because imagine Kingpin, Echo, and Daredevil on the screen down the line. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I feel like this was perfect timing to do it. It was perfectly executed. I like that they didn't just show him right away. They teased it. I don't know if they'll do a full reveal, but I feel like it's a no-brainer that he'll be in her show, which will give everybody a reason to like, we have to watch Echo, because fucking Kingpin is on that show.
Yeah. Now, what I liked about it the most, though, is that nobody knew that this was coming. There was not one leak. No one knew. We knew Echo was there, but we had no idea that they were going to actually go this route. And I love that. It was a complete surprise.
You listening, Sony?
Yeah, right.
They have some surprises.
Yeah, they must have had that set locked down like a mug. Boy, nobody was talking about shit on that set. I had to,
bro.
Yeah,
bro.
I had people asking me too. Was like, was that really D'Onofrio? I was like, go back and listen to the chuckle. That is 100% Vincent.
That's
D'Onofrio.
him. Exactly. That's him, man. That's him.
Bro, so, what did I tell you? What did I tell y'all was going to happen?
Funny, there actually was somebody. I read somebody. Actually, a friend of mine pointed out to me that on D'Onofrio's social media, he had a picture of him and his family at Disney World the same time they were shooting this show.
What?
Yep. So he was there.
Well, he did give Charlie Cox a shout out today as well.
Yeah,
he did on Twitter. He gave him a shout out. So that, I'm not saying it's confirming anything, but it's almost damn near is.
Yeah,
but
we know it's all.
They're going to be on film together again as Kingpin and Daredevil. I bet you.
Shout out to these shows being on Disney Plus, because if it was on a CW or a CBS or whatever, there'd be 22 episodes of this drawn out to get as much sponsor and commercial money as they possibly can get. So we're getting a tight, concise story that has a chance to breathe, but isn't going to be filled with a lot of filler and bullshit. It's telling the story and getting out of the way. Smash and grab.
Yeah, for sure.
So how all right, let me ask you a question. So with this, like, do you think, because if I'm looking at it like, okay, we're going to get Yelena in this film. Okay, we already have Echo. Like, how much more of a bad day can this man get? And how much is going to actually be solved in a matter of, 3 episodes?
You got 2 assassins wanting to kick your ass before Christmas. That's crazy.
Yeah, he ain't getting home for Christmas.
He ain't going to make it, bro. He ain't
gonna make it.
Nah.
Because they have to really explain a lot in these next 3 episodes. Yeah. Like this, they really
Yelena wants to open a pocket full of whoop ass on him.
Exactly. Yeah. So
2 assassins that want to kill you.
2 assassins that really, really want to kill you. So in this episode, they're going to have to explain something. Like something's going to have to be explained, because I think this is going to be all out warfare. It's going to be crazy.
Do you think we see Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Possibly.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Possibly.
I mean,
maybe at the end, maybe at the end credit.
We've seen her in the other shows. We saw her in Black Widow, and she's the one who points Yelena in Clint's direction.
That character,
right?
Maybe an end credit. Maybe.
So, all right, let me ask you this question. Considering that we got Echo, considering that we basically already know that, you know, what is it? I get D'Onofrio. He's actually in this, and you know we're going to get Kingpin. We already. What are the chances that at the end credit we actually see Matt Murdock?
That's what I'm saying. Something's gonna happen at the end, bro.
I think it's the movie.
You think it's the movie?
So?
I think we see him in the movie. Yeah, I don't think we see him in the show. I think we see him in the movie.
Wouldn't the last episode come after No Way Home?
I think so. You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Wait, the 17th
we've got 3, so there are 3 more, right?
Yeah.
So I
this
guess the
one?
last one would come after this show.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, what are the chances?
Yeah, because the one before it comes before No Way Home. So yeah, the last one comes the week after. Oh,
because even if we see him in this film, it's highly possible that we might see Matt Murdock at the.
Can you imagine all 3 on screen, and at the end we see Kingpin and Daredevil will return in Echo?
Oh my God! I'll walk to my TV, bro.
Bro, if you see that,
if that happens, until the last episode, it won't. If we see him, it won't be till the last episode.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's what he said. Like, but if we see that, I'm gonna actually put up a meme of Brendan with that Indian tear coming down one eye. I'm just gonna do that.
Bro, I'm already planning on it happening. That we're gonna dude. They're not doing an Echo show, and they're not gonna have Kingpin and Daredevil in that show.
They gotta have them, bro. They gotta have them.
So to me, it's a foregone conclusion. It's a matter of if they get teased in Hawkeye, or if they somehow work that into Spider-Man instead. But we are 100% gonna see Echo. And we're 100% going to see Daredevil and Kingpin in Echo.
Yeah.
I wonder if we maybe see Echo in Spider-Man.
I don't know.
Maybe somewhere. I don't know. It could happen.
We're gonna see something.
What characters are not in Spider-Man than which ones are? We'll say that.
Yeah.
I'm the only.
They even talking about Tom Hardy's in Spider-Man. He was on the list.
I'm telling you, you're going to see there's going to be you're going to see Brendan Riley as Brendan Riley cooking meat for everybody on the cast in No Way Home. Like straight up.
Venom.
Don't do me wrong. Don't do me dirt with that cameo bullshit. I get my own fucking.
I want to say something.
Movie.
There you go.
The third act is just fucking.
You get paid more when you say something, man. You get paid more when you say something.
Yo, but okay, so with this now, we also have to. What do you say? Jenna said, "I'm officially not in Spider-Man." we have to also.
I know that's bullshit because J. Jonah Jameson is 100% in this movie.
Oh, you know what? That is absolutely right, Jenna.
Well,
so yes, you are officially in that film. James Jonah Jetta is actually in this film. So you can't technically say it's right. I forgot all about that. So Ryan, yes, you are in this film, bro. You are in this film. So sorry, buddy.
That is in the movie.
There's no way out of that. You are in this film, and that is all I am going to see on screen when it pops up. I'm going to hear your damn voice straight up when it pops up.
He's in it.
So you can't get out of it, bro. You're in it. But so here's my thing though. So now at the you say spoilers at the end of it we actually see the swordsman with the Ronin blade. So do you think we're actually going to get a backstory with that particular character?
100%.
Yeah, with the swordsman.
I think so. I really do.
I think they know each other from like in the comics. They're gonna have maybe some kind of. They met at some point before, maybe. I don't know, man. There's gonna be some kind of backstory with them too. I think
it's not gonna be the like traditional
the whole comic version,
like from the circus and stuff like that. But I do think they're gonna have history with one another. I also do think that I'm not saying definite. It could still be Clint, but I think that there's a good possibility he at least fits the mold that it could have been the swordsman in the Ronin costume.
That's a good misdirect.
When Echo's father was killed.
Yeah.
And then he wanted to get it back at that auction, maybe, for whatever reason. But yeah, I think that's possible. I'm not saying definite, but it's possible.
Because we still don't know who stabbed the uncle.
100% we're going to get more backstory on him. You're not going to put him in and then end on that scene in this episode with him putting the sword right to Clint's neck without giving us something more to him. 100%.
Plot twist. It was Kate's mom in the
Kate's mom.
Yeah, it's Kate's mom in the room.
Nobody thinks the Kate's mom was the one that stabbed the uncle?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, I definitely believe that.
Yeah, she's nefarious as fuck.
Maybe.
I know she's no good, but I don't know.
I think
I don't trust the swordsman at all, dude.
Well, no, because here's the thing, bro. You gotta remember that the swordsman himself, as a character in the comics, he was basically a member of the Avengers briefly. You know what I mean? A couple of times. So he's not really a villain. He's just arrogant. He's just
like
very
anti-hero
arrogant
type.
He was just his whole backstory at first. Remember, he was like stealing from the dude at the circus. It was just a bad judgment call. He was never like dark-hearted kind of like villain character. And then it was more just out of like spite and stuff that he tried to do stuff to like beat Avengers at different times. But like he was more just that guy who then tries to be good but just has bad judgment and fucks up a lot. He wasn't ever like some hardcore like Taskmaster kind of villain. So I that's why I think that the odds are good, like everybody said before, that it ends up being her mother that is somehow kind of more of the threat there.
I do agree with you, though. I do agree. I can't believe I'm saying this shit again. But I do agree with you.
We've been saying that a lot this episode, haven't we?
No.
We have.
Fucking hate it.
It feels good, doesn't it?
I know it doesn't.
It just bathes you in this warm glow.
I'll take it back. I'll take it back. Joe, I agree with you that... Joe, I agree with you that you agree with Butt Naked that the simple fact that this could possibly be one of those situations where and the reason why I preference it this way is because he has this strong attachment to that blade.
He does.
He wants it so bad for some reason, and he knows how to maneuver that blade, and he keeps it close with him as a trophy. So it could be possible that he was hired by Kingpin to kill her father. You know what I mean? And we are basically seeing it. So I do, Joe, agree with you that you agree with Brendan that you know what I mean. That's highly possible. Huh?
Proxy agreement.
Proxy agreement.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I do agree with that. I'm not giving him. I just refuse to give him that much credit.
I can change the name back from Six Scale Santa to Lael's life coach and mentor.
No, the fuck you can't.
You said you were the influencer one week. Lyle's influencer.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Tobar, you were exactly right. In the comics, he did train Hawkeye as a swordsman.
Yeah, he did train him.
He was trained by Hawkeye. He was also, by the swordsman. He was also trained by hand-to-hand combat by Cap a couple times. So, you know what I mean? There is so much history, rich history with this particular character.
Which I think they're going to change. They're not going to have him like be a mentor of Hawkeye's from back in the day. But I think they're going to have them having cross paths at some point. When he was
That's what I'm saying. They have to know each other. They have to do some kind of homage to the comics, at least a little bit. They have to go deep, but they have to have crossed.
And they got to do a 6 sword fight.
Exactly. And you know what? I love the simple fact that Marvel is opening the door to, and it's so, I love this. I love the simple fact that they're opening the door for characters, little known characters that a lot of people don't know that have, an attachment or they have history with these other characters that now there's interest in, characters like the swordsman, there's interest in people like, characters like Echo, I'm so glad that they're basically putting that to the forefront. I cannot wait. But all in all, like this episode, to me is stellar, and I cannot wait. Like literally, I can't wait. I wish. I know. Oh man, what I'm gonna do after the new year, because I can't do it now because work is just way too busy. But after New Year, I'm gonna take a complete week off, and I'm binge watching everything. Pretty much not just this show, Loki, everything. Because the thing is, the comparison. If I compare them all. And I'm looking at them all right now, like literally. And I said this before. This is what I wanted to basically see out of those shows. I wanted to see Falcon and the Winter Soldier start out with a bang. It had a slow lull to it. I loved it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just the impact that this show actually had. Now I understand with WandaVision, there wasn't too much because there was a development there, and the story was so impactful. So I love that story. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the way it started, and then on top of that, bro, the way they ended this, number one, they ended this damn episode with one of my new favorite Christmas songs by Sammy Davis Jr., the Gingerbread Man. That song was dope. It was so crazy. It was dope. I played that thing. And the thing is, I was talking to I was actually who was I talking to at the time? I was talking to Terry. I was talking to Terry Smith, and he was like, "Yo, I downloaded that soundtrack." I was like, "Yo, me too." He said, "Yo, I'm playing it right now." I said, "Me too." He said, "Great minds think alike," because like literally, it was so catchy.
I was playing the song in the car when I was picking up my wife, and she thought Sammy Davis was saying. She's like, "Is he saying gingerbread coming out of my pants?" I was like, "No, gingerbread coming out of the pan."
Out of the pan.
She's like, "The kids are in the car. Is this a dirty song?" I'm like, "No, it's Sammy Davis."
Yeah.
The Rat Pack was wild.
They were off the chain.
The Rat Pack was wild as shit. But I was so happy.
Yep.
No.
So this one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go around real quick for everybody because, like I said, we're like an hour and 30 minutes in because we're gonna end this soon. But Vinny, your thoughts on what we could possibly see in the next episodes? Now I know you don't like predictions, and you like to go in with it. But your thoughts on what we could possibly see on this next episode? What you think, bro?
I feel like, we didn't see Mom and the Swordsman last episode much, if at all. So I feel like it might bounce back to them to progress their storyline. And I feel like, they got to get to Yelena eventually. Otherwise, it's there's only so much more time to bring her in. So it's already been talked about tonight. So I feel like that'll be going on. And I guess I imagine it'll just get more and more chaotic as he's now having to juggle dealing with. I don't know. It's like he's got his own Sinister Six going on in this show. By the end of it, it feels like, so he'll just continue to be dealing with shit coming at him from every angle. Which I mean, at this point, he probably would like a break and fight Thanos. I mean, like shit,
right?
It's a lot. I mean, damn. Right. But I love it because it's like you said, it's a lot of characters and a lot of development that you can't fit into a regular film, but so much. So this show gets to flesh out all these things, and that's the beauty of these TV shows. Flowing with the films is now you get to flesh out all these things, and then when they get brought into the films, you already have this backstory that you don't need to explain. I'm loving it. I can't wait to see what they do next. This episode was far and away the best episode of this season, and one of, if not the best episodes of the Marvel Disney Plus shows in general. More of it is what I'm predicting and hoping for. I want to see more of Echo getting busy, more of Jeremy getting busy, more. Hopefully, we get to see just more of everything that we've seen so far. They just keep the ball rolling because it's so beautifully paced. Like we're getting to see a ton of action, a ton of drama, and just the right amount of comedy. Like it's not overbearing comedy, and it's like just the right amount of everything they're supposed to give us. A little bit of action, a little bit of drama, a little bit of comedy, and so far they've been killing it. I can't wait.
Definitely. Joe, what do you think we're going to actually see next, bro?
So I think back to the previous, what somebody else was saying, that it starts out with Jeremy and the Swordsman, and I think there'll be some quick dialogue there, and then a flashback sequence of either backstory on the Swordsman or how they know each other, like something like that, and how that plays out. Hey, I'm hoping that Lucky gets his name this episode.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're
got half of it. 4. Got Pizza Dog, just we didn't get Lucky.
Yeah. So we're close.
Maybe they'll flip it and name him Arrow, as opposed to Arrow being his name, and they changed it to Lucky.
Right.
Could be.
And then maybe some more backstory on her mom, because she wasn't in the last episode, seeing how her and the Swordsman are connected. And then how they integrate Yelena into the mix. And what does that mean for Kate and Clint? and how they're going to handle that because it's one thing to have the Tracksuit Mafia. They can handle that, I think, no problem. But you add Echo to the mix, that's a big problem. And then you add Yelena to it, and I wonder if maybe Yelena and Echo might know each other. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, this show, to go back to what Lael was saying, like out of all the Marvel shows, I loved all of them.
Yeah.
But for some reason,
this show, man,
this resonates with me like so much, and I'm not exactly sure why. It's just the perfect balance, and like I'm not the biggest Hawkeye fan, but I love the Matt Fraction run, and like now it's just like I don't want it to end.
Yeah. So I just don't want it to stop.
Yeah.
Before I move on to you, Jedi Kid, shout out to Bob Dylan with another $5 super chat. He said, "Great panel tonight and discussion was well done." Speaking of how do you like your steaks, rare, medium, or medium? Oh damn, here we go with this again.
We know the answer, and thank God Will's not here to fuck it up.
I know.
It's medium rare, Bob, all day. It's medium rare. That's the only answer.
Yep, medium rare.
Medium rare.
Or not at all, because I don't eat steak. Sorry, just don't. Just don't.
You know what you're missing.
Somehow today became meat talk with friends. I don't know.
It did become meat talk with friends. Jedi Kid, what you think, bro? What do you think about the next episode? What are we gonna get?
One, I can't wait to see the Black Widow stealth suit live action for the first time. The comics. That suit was awesome. I can't wait to see that. I really want to find out what is up with her mom. Her mom is just too carefree and like low key sneaky for me.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I think if she killed the uncle, I want to see that because she irks me a little bit. And I'm still loving. Like I said, I also love this show for the fact that it connects with Hawkeye's with PTSD and then with the hearing loss. I love that. Like I said, that connects with me personally. And then I'm loving the fact that Echo and her father, that whole thing with him and her, that really, really like kicked me in the chest. Because those emotions on screen, you can't fake that. I mean, I know it's acting, they're acting, but it was so real to me, man. Like when you're a father, especially of little girls, man, like you want to be above and beyond for them all the time, 24/7. You know, so to see how he was so connected to his little girl, man. Yeah, this is the best, and I love all the shows. But this is hands down like the best Disney Plus show that I've seen, and I hear people talking about like it's boring, and I don't understand.
I don't get it.
I don't get it, bro. Oh, it's not that good. It's overhyped. I'm like, what are you watching? This is the Fraction comment, like in life, like live action. So I don't know what more people want from this show, but I love it, man.
Yeah, definitely love it. But before you answer that, we got a Lynch. I don't know why you do it. $19, $20 super chat by Lynch. Great conversation tonight. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We appreciate all you. Please hit the like button. I agree. Hit that like button if you already haven't. So definitely shout out to Lynch for always coming through, man. Love
Big
that.
Big Joe.
Brendan also wanted to say, because like speaking of like daughters and stuff like that, you took some beautiful, amazing pictures of you and your family, bro. And here's the thing, it touched me a little bit, in a sense, because I like seeing the simple fact that you have a connection with your daughters. My daughter is in Sydney, Australia, you know, so not being able to actually have that physical touch with her, like.
Oh man, I already know, man. I already know, bro.
Yeah, we had a great time. Last weekend and we got our Christmas tree and we decorated and everything. And the place that the Christmas tree farm that we go to get our tree from, the following week they have this thing where the New England St. Bernard society, like basically all these like breeders of Saint Bernards, they bring all the dogs out to the Christmas tree farm, and you can take pictures with them and stuff. And anybody who grew up in like the 80s, 90s, you remember the Beethoven movies?
Yeah,
the
like
Saint Bernard.
that's what it felt like.
And dude,
man, the big ones. That like the adult, man, they drool just like in the movie, man. It's like hanging ropes. It's wow. But it was really cool, and they would have like the bigger dogs too. They could actually like pull a sled with your Christmas tree on it to like to your car and stuff that you picked out. So it was fun because we just we went back there and we told the kids we're doing a surprise. We didn't tell them where we were going. And as we were getting closer, my oldest, she's 9, she started kind of recognizing the route that we were taking from the previous weekend. She's like, "Are we going back to the Christmas tree farm? We already have our tree. What are we?" So it was a nice surprise for them. Took pictures with the dogs. There's like a 3-month-old Saint Bernard that was like huge.
It's
like
probably big as hell,
like a lion or something. It was crazy.
Jeez,
but yeah, so we had a lot of fun. And my daughters, I always try and I don't push them in one like direction on it, but I just expose them to different things that I like let my daughter read comics. My oldest, she reads comic books. She loves Star Wars. She loves Marvel. Like she'll watch them all on her own. It's not me like pushing it on her. It's like I'll walk into the room and she'll be watching Clone Wars.
Yeah,
I walk into the room and she's watching like the live action movies. It's not just like the cartoon iterations of these IPs. She's like, I want to watch Attack of the Clones. I want to watch Return of the Jedi. I want to watch Spider-Man. Like she loves them. She watches Into the Spider-Verse all the time. She's got her own art like that she picked out from different artists at Fan Expo Boston when we would go to cons. So she dressed up as Spider-Gwen when we took her to con. She just loves it. So this is a cool thing to connect with my kids.
It is, bro. Like I mean, having my daughter here, like my oldest, having her on the show, coming through. She calls me every day. We talk about because this is basically when she says it connects her to these shows. I mean, because she watches them religiously, and to have her in here, it means a lot. And I wish I had that complete. That feeling of having your kids in one section. I mean, I get a chance. I talk to my daughter, my youngest, all the time, but I get to live vicariously through fathers, like even Jedi Kid. When I see you, with your daughter, I get to relive those moments. And even though my daughter's 22, having her come through, and she'll be at No Way Home with me. I'm so excited about that.
That's awesome.
Being able to share those moments, man, it's like,
and she's watching Daredevil for the first time too.
Exactly.
So
it's nothing like it, bro. Like people have to understand when it comes to like, your daughters, people talk about sons and all that. And don't get me wrong, and that's cool. But I'm telling you, there is no other emotional attachment when you have your daughters. When your daughters and you're watching them. Vinny, about it.
These movies and shows and comics are such a good way to bond too.
Yeah.
Going through
it's different. She picked up some
similar but different shit. So you already
know. You know how it goes. But again, Brendan, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you with that, bro. I just wanted to actually and real quick though, before you even continue with that, I want to actually hit on the simple fact that we got a $5 super chat. I think it's because it's grounded show compared to all the others being overpowered. You're right there. I do agree with you that we got another super chat by Bob Dylan. Damn, you guys hit me in the feels now. Jay got 5. Yo, Prince must. I love that, man. Thank you very much, bro. We got a $20 super chat by Word Nerd from all of us old fuckers who appreciate you. Keep it going. So I do appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. But Brittany, go ahead, man. You can continue, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, we've already talked about how much we all love this episode. I think that's going to continue into the next one. I did call it. I thought we would get a taste of how badass Echo was combat-wise, and we got that in episode 3. I think we'll see some more of that. I think we're setting up the potential at some point in the next 3 episodes for a pretty amazing kind of battle royale with Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Echo, and Yelena, Swordsman, even in there too.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
There's a lot of potential. So I think in this immediate next episode, one, I think this series is a testament to what the value of having the writer of the actual comic arc that you're adapting as part of your executive production team on the show, on the film. 100%. It really makes the difference. You can tell Matt Fraction was there. You can tell it.
It's like reading a comic, bro.
Absolutely. So for this next episode in particular, I think I agree what Joe was talking about. I think we will get an open that will pick up right with the Hawkeye and the Swordsman, and I think we'll get some sense, maybe not all of it, but some sense of their connection, some backstory with the Swordsman. I think in this episode we're also going to, IMDb basically has Yelena listed for 3 episodes, and there are only 3 left. So I think it's a foregone conclusion she's going to show up in this episode. I don't know exactly when, might be at the very end, who knows. But I think we're going to get Yelena coming in. I think we're going to get that opening that we talked about. And I think we're going to learn a little bit more about, finally, the watch, Tony's watch. Because we didn't.
I forgot about the damn watch.
Yeah, I forgot about that watch too.
Right, I think that was kind of intentional. I think that's kind of like, oh shit, I totally forgot about that, and now it comes back. I think we're gonna get some of that because I think they're gonna save the mom reveal until 5 or 6. So I think we'll get some more about the watch in this episode. I also think that because I think that might be. I don't think that Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character just out of the blue decided to point Yelena in Hawkeye's direction.
Right.
I think there might be, I think maybe her and her cohorts might have an interest in that watch as well, or in the goings on with the Tracksuit Mafia and Kingpin and all that. So I think that we're going to get more on the watch, and then I think that is going to be somehow tied into Yelena's reason for being there, besides it just being Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So I think that's what we're going to see in this immediate next episode. And I think it's going to be fucking awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it.
This
sorry, Lael. I'm just gonna pose this question. We don't even have to dive into it because I think it'll be a long thing. But maybe this is something that we'll just touch on Wednesday. Okay.
Yep. What's up?
Hot Toy. Eventually, whether it's from this or whether it's from her own show, Echo.
Yes.
Prosthetic
she
leg.
has to.
Yeah.
How are they gonna?
She has to.
But like, how would they pull it off? How would they design it?
They can make a Terminator. They can make a Terminator. They can make an Echo leg.
Swap out from the knee joint. Like
if they would do it,
how would they pull it off?
Like engineering wise, I think they should do it. Now she doesn't look like she has a prosthetic when she's wearing like full pants and a boot and stuff. The like
leggings,
that. So they could just kind of like not do it at all, but say, well, it's there. You just don't see it. But I wonder, engineering-wise, if they put more effort into it and they actually do a swap-out leg,
like a metal leg,
like it unzips and shows the metal prosthetic. Because I think I think that's something that you should include with the character. Exactly. So we can talk about that more in depth on Wednesday about how they could even pull that off. But I think that's something to think about.
That would be so.
If they can build Terminator endoskeletons, they can make a prosthetic leg.
I'm for anything that gives other handicapped children or people that are handicapped like that something else that resonates with them, that they have something cool, right?
And when do you see that in figure form? I don't remember.
Winter Soldier.
Well, yeah, but that's like a cool robotic, like that. I'm talking about like one that actually looks like the one that she had, like an actual
true.
in the actual world would have that type of prosthetic.
Mike Fiala said diecast. That would be dope if they did something like that. That would definitely be dope.
I kind of feel like you would have to make it diecast so it's strong enough so it's not going to break like a plastic piece. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
Great discussion tonight, guys. This was an amazing show. I mean, again, like this, and the thing is, it's like this show does like no other has, and it brings so much content depth. The characters are so relatable from the soundtrack, which once that soundtrack is released, I will have that son bitch.
All right,
definitely. But
sorry, you didn't. Again, maybe we talk about this more on next Mondays, but just to throw out there that we did all see it because you tagged all of us in it. About the director of Shang-Chi having that deal where he's going to be doing That and also a streaming show for Disney Plus.
Yes.
So that opens up the door to so many possibilities, both for Shang-Chi and for that storytelling between Disney and Marvel in general.
Yeah.
So maybe we tackle that.
So
next
excited
week.
for that, bro.
We're gonna, and the thing is, that's why I kind of wanted to, because I knew we had so much to kind of dive into tonight. So I might basically save that for like next week's discussion, because there's so many possibilities with that, especially, come on, fun. Iron Fist. So again, like I said, there's a lot to basically go into. So we will basically talk about that. But I'm glad you brought it up though. So it is something to talk about.
We are aware of it, everybody. But next week we will dive into.
Next week we're gonna dive into that motherfucker. And wait, next week I got a special surprise for everybody on the panel next week. I'm not saying shit, but I got a surprise. You're gonna see some changes. It's gonna be some interesting changes, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait till you guys are reveal it to all y'all. Y'all gonna be like, "Damn, that's what's up. That's dope." But I can't wait. But
you had called me buck naked for so long. I figured I got to embrace it. So next week, we'll.
No,
embrace it. No. Embrace it. Embrace it.
Stream's gonna be behind a paywall next week.
Yes.
Yeah, I know about that. Boy.
That's my shit. That's my shit. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming through. Let me address the chat. As a matter of fact, Vinny, what you got coming up next, bro?
On Sunday, if anyone is listening is in the Harrisburg area, I am going to be opening up a vending stand at HMAC, that's Harrisburg Music and Arts Center, Midtown Harrisburg, and I'll be working my first art show in like 2 years. I haven't done a con since Corona shut down doing cons, and then this year there was a few cons running, but nothing local, and just been so busy with work I haven't got a chance to travel to do one. So I'm really excited for that. I've been getting prints together and restocking and working on some new pieces. I have 2 new pieces I just completed. I'll be showing you guys those soon, and so I'm thrilled about that. Thrilled about Spidey in a week, and looking forward to next Hawkeye, and looking forward to wrapping up the season and getting to catch up on a lot of new art projects on the way. So HMAC on Sunday if you're in the Harrisburg area. Otherwise, see y'all Monday.
Before I go to you, Joe, real quick, I want to make an announcement. Next Sunday, me and Iron Logan, we're actually going to be on Take Your Position. Again, I want to make the announcement that we're going to actually be doing a pose off, or not pose off, but we're going to actually just pose up. We call that the No Way Home Eve, where we're going to pose up everything Spider-Man. Dope. So all figure Spider-Man we'll actually have on the show. So stay tuned for that.
Sunday,
definitely next Sunday around 4:30. It's going to be all things Spider-Man on Take Your Position. So stay tuned for that. We can have some special guests on there, like people to basically talk about it, stuff like that. Brendan, if you want to come through, let me know. But yeah, like straight up,
I'll be the color commentary.
So definitely it's going to be a great show. So next Sunday, tune in. It's going to be a live show. Our live Take Your Position is every Sunday around 4:30. So definitely, you already know what time it is. So definitely come through for that. I mean, it's going to be a very interesting show. So stay tuned. But yeah, Lynch, what you got going on, brother?
Dude, I worked through the weekend. I got this thing I got to deliver tomorrow, and then after that, I can work on everybody else's projects again. So
definitely.
So I'm good. I mean, all the way through the holidays.
After that, take a break for yourself.
Exactly. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Before you jump into anything else, take a break, bro.
Well, that's the thing. Like when I do the professional work, that's one thing. But when I do work for other people, it's like therapy. So
got you.
It's good. It's really good. But
got you.
That's it.
All right, man. But that's not it, because you'll be back here on Comic Book Talk with Friends next Monday. So
next Monday.
And basically, next Monday, considering the simple fact, it's going to be kind of double duty, because we're going to be talking about Hawkeye, but also, considering the simple fact that it is Spider-Man Eve all week, No Way Home, we'll probably throw some of that in there as well. That's
everybody
be talked
in the
about.
Chat, make sure you watch Wednesday's episode, because I don't think we're gonna be able to hold back on Monday. That's just we're dumping into that.
Hell no, we ain't holding back on shit. But yeah, so that's how that's gonna actually go. My man Jedi Kid, bro, what you got coming up, my dog?
I gotta fly home this weekend to Jersey to take care of some family stuff for my parents. I'm getting ready to sell the house in a few weeks, so I got to pack up some stuff soon.
You're selling your house where you're at right now?
Yeah. Yeah, get ready to
wow.
sell.
Oh man.
Oh, that means a collection move.
So in the new space, you gonna have more room?
Yes.
Okay.
They're going from four bedrooms to 5, and then I got a 2-car, so that's gonna be the new cave.
And good internet, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. That's another reason why I'm making this move. Of course.
Definitely.
So,
yeah,
but that's it,
really
man.
crazy.
Just getting ready for the holiday, man. I just finished up Christmas shopping, thank God, yesterday. I got a couple more things to get, and I'll be done. Yeah. And that's it,
What'd you get me? What'd you get me?
I gotta get you on the list. What you need, I got you. As long as it's not a camera.
I can think of a couple things.
As long as it's not a camera. The camera's out of my price range. I don't know about the cameras you buy.
I'm good with cameras. I've got that covered for now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll send you a list.
You send a list.
You can send me a list?
What you got coming butt naked?
Dude, man, I'm just going crazy, catching up on comics. And Wednesday, Wednesday. A lot of good stuff dropping Wednesday. Yeah, but definitely, if there's only one that you go for, I mean, there's a new Spidey comic and everything that's good. But if there's only one you go for, Devil's Reign starts on Wednesday. Okay, number 1. That is going to be so good. The lead up to it, the most recent issue of Daredevil was absolute fire. This thing, it's going to be great. This is bringing in, not just Daredevil and Kingpin, although that's the focal point is Kingpin basically, outlawing all superheroes in New York. So this
I wrote that down.
This affects Spidey. This affects Cap, Iron Man, everything. Also on Wednesday is issue number 1 of the new Cap and Iron Man miniseries, where Alex Ross is doing the cover art for all 6 issues. That the first issue looks so gorgeous, that cover. I can't wait to get that in a print. So definitely make sure you're up to date and check out those 2 on Wednesday, because those are going to be absolute fire. So yeah, my day on Wednesday is pretty much Hawkeye and those books and a couple others. And then just getting ready for our show on Wednesday night.
Yes.
And yeah, man, it's just a lot of fun stuff now with Hawkeye, with Spider-Man coming. I'm also, at some point, I'm probably, even though I have other games that I got to finish, I'm probably going to jump in and go through Spider-Man 2018, the remastered for PS5 again, because they just dropped, or on December 10th, they're dropping the No Way Home suits, the black and gold and the integrated suits into the game. And that's gonna be fun. I love that game. It's one of my favorite all-time games, and to have those 2 suits in there, I feel like I'm gonna have to go back and mess around with Spider-Man again. So that's what I got going.
That's awesome. Gonna be dope. Again, follow these guys. I actually had the as you can see at the bottom, I have their information scrolling at the bottom. So if you haven't already followed them Instagram, or on any other platform, definitely you want to do that. Also, if you aren't already a member of the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel, Twitter or Instagram, make sure you basically do that. Well, we have great content on every platform. Again, we're always here every Monday for Comic Book Talk with friends. It's the evolution of this show is amazing. I'm so glad we do it every Monday. It's incredible. We have great talks, a great panel of individuals, regulars. So, it's a dynamic duo here. On Wednesdays, as always, Say What, where we talk everything figures, collectibles, statues, all that, everything pop culture. And on every other Thursday, now you probably won't see it until the 23rd. Definitely, we're going to have Uncivilized Scoundrels again, basically highlighting everything in Star Wars as always. And then yes, on Sundays now we do have the live show of Take Your Position. So again, next week, next Sunday, we will have Take Your Position live. Would it be me, Iron Logan, guest Brendan, and also KG the Collector? So Brendan has to be on the show because he's a resident fucking Spider-Man fan. So come on, bro, you can't whiz out on that.
I've gotten every Spider-Man that Hot Toys has put out.
So you got to be there.
Starting with the PS4, like the first one, the advanced suit. The only ones because they didn't make the old ones, the Toby and the Andrew Garfield ones very well engineering wise. So I don't have those, but everything post those I've picked up. I fucking love Spider-Man.
I have all of them except for what is it? The Spider-Man, Spider-Punk, and the first Tobey Maguire, the regular suit. But I got the
Spider
black.
Punk, man, is an absolute must.
That's the only one I didn't get.
Listen, if whoever doesn't have these figures that Brendan and I have, I'm sorry, because these things are going to go up.
Yeah,
like, straight up.
The Netflix, the actual Hot Toy one, I mean, that's long sold out, so you probably have to pay a pretty penny on the aftermarket for that.
Yeah, that's
Black Suit, I believe, is still available. I'm not sure.
This won't sell out.
And not for bad, yo. It's like $214, I think, still.
Yeah, it's very much worth it. I think Comic Sanctorum has a couple, maybe like a KG or you know, Giant Toys or something. But I know that a couple places still have a few of them.
That's gonna be gone.
I'm telling you, if you like jump on it, because dude, this figure is phenomenal. It's so beautiful.
Definitely. Also, we got a $5 super chat from Macho Grande. Does the next Hawkeye Hot Toys come with a hearing aid? How quickly will you misplace it? That's a good question. Cool. That'd be question if it did. It probably will, to be quite honest. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't.
It would also be very easy to lose. You're right, but I think I would. I don't think that would be an expensive thing, and I think Hot Toy would throw it in just to have a cool kind of. I mean, they've thrown in crazier kind of accessories, so I think I think they could do it.
Yeah, they definitely do that. So definitely, guys, thank you for coming through. Let me address the chat real quick. We have Linda. Thank you for coming through. Mike Fiala. Hey, Benny, you gonna throw it up? The romper room. You gonna put that up real quick? Look it up. Okay, so we got Toe Bar in the building. We got Lynch Design as always. We got Philip the Fool. My daughter, my baby Skylar. She says Lynch Design, no problem. Love this group on these streams. Oh, baby, love you too. We have thank you. Majo Grande, thank you for coming through. Bloodsport. Let's see who else we got. DK, thank you for coming through. Chinatown Sideline, thank you for coming through, man. We got Airy Visions, my baby Latoya T, thank you for coming through. Let's see here. Ray C, thank you for coming through. BMW 3 Love 3R, thank you for coming through. Blitz 0065, thank you for basically being here. Yeah,
we got Will Fox. We got Will Foxification's brother from another mother in here. Bill Wolfification Jr.
Bill Wolfification Jr. Thank you for coming through. Wolf Nerd 711, thank you for coming through here. Let's see who else we got. The Ben Cave, thank you for coming through as always. Word Nerd, as always, thank you for that. Bob Dylan, my guy, Bob Dylan, thank you for coming through. Did we have Single Songwriter in here? Was he in here? I think he was.
I thought I saw him early. Yeah,
Single Songwriter, thank you for coming through as always, man. Yuli, Second Kid, thank you for coming through. Dale A. We have quite a few from new people coming through. Crumble Zone 115, thank you for coming through here. You're all welcome. Andreas IB, thank you for coming through here. Let's see who else we got. Man, we got a lot. Full Camp. My guy, Jetta Patrol. Ryan, thank you for coming through as always, bro. Captain Figure Collector, thank you for coming through. MB Dyson 82997, thank you for coming through here. Let me see here who's we got. We had Ray C. I think I said Ray C already. I just want to make sure I covered everybody. We had KG the Collector. I think we saw him in here. Who else did you? What was that?
Ashley Chase just showed up.
Ashley Chase, thank you for coming through. Let me see who else we got, because I know I saw him in here earlier. I think we have
Big Dog Pound 1.
Yeah, Dog Pound 1. Thank you for coming through. Man, just everybody. It was an interesting night. Net Effects. Everybody, thank you for coming and thank you for being here. Ashley, thank you for coming through. Better late than never. Yep. Always a pleasure. But again, stay tuned next week. Again, we will be having a discussion on episode 4. Of definitely we'll have a discussion on that of Hawkeye, and also pre-gaming for No Way Home. So stay tuned for that. As always, man, like I said, this is always a place for everybody to come through and share in our geekdom, and also just be kind to everybody and just share the love. I mean, this is Christmas season, and I mean, listen, by the end of the year, before New Year's, if you're kind, you might get to see butt naked. So, I mean, come on, man. Like, why not? Just make sure, that you basically, friends only. Yeah, just fans only. Why not? But again, thanks for everybody for coming through. Love y'all. And again, stay classy. Until next week. Let's go. Peace.